Well, I went to some garage sales today, and I got a bajillion wrenches, and a lot of them are older Made in USA ones, so they're pretty good. There was a snap-on in there too, so I got that. These are soaking in some vinegar. Clean them up because they were all pretty rusty. But got that, and then I got this Honda GX240. It's an 8-horse motor, and got a threaded shaft on it, and there's no keyway, so I might have to pull the crank out and have a keyway cut into it. But I'm gonna get it running. It looks in pretty good shape. There's oil all in the carburetor, so I had to drain the bowl, and it was all oil that came out. So, but it looks pretty good. I oiled up the recoil, and that works. So I'm going to get that running. I disconnected the governor, and I just have a spring on the throttle for right now, just until I get it running, and then I'll hook the governor back up. So I got that. This I think I'm gonna put it on a generator. So, because I didn't really have any higher horsepower engines, so this is an 8-horse, so that should do pretty well for a generator. So, and I do have the air cleaner and all that. Just had these on here so I can tighten up the carburetor and still be able to dump some carburetor cleaner down it. I also got some air conditioning stuff. This is for checking the air conditioning system, and also I'm pretty sure you can recharge with this too. So got that. On the car, I got the transmission out of it. It was 8 o'clock at night, and it decided to fall off the jack and puke trans fluid all over the place. So that was fun, but it's out. So I'm going to start tearing it apart again because it's leaking all over the place. So I'm going to pull the tail shaft housing off, put a new gasket in there. My brand new pan gasket is leaking all over, so I'm going to pull that off. I'm thinking the pan's probably messed up, so I might get a new pan for it. And then I pulled this bell housing off before and I didn't see anything, but wasn't really looking for it. But there's supposed to be an O-ring that goes between the bell housing and the front pump. So that's probably leaking. So I gotta replace that. But besides that, it was all good. The new front seal that I put in there and the tail shaft housing seal, those are all working good, not leaking. So that's that. Pull it apart, fix that, and hopefully get it all back together and back in the car. I'm also going to get another dipstick tube that was on it. I don't know if you can tell, but it's kind of bent, out of shape. So it was really out of shape when I got it out of the shed, and I kind of crimped it to make it more circular, so theoretically it would seal, but I guess it's not going to work. So gotta get a new one of those, and I think it'll be good. Also, it's really windy out, but I'll show in a minute. I got the hood on, drilled the holes for the pins, so show that. So I just drilled them into the apron, and they're on there, they're not going anywhere. Had to adjust the front ones a little bit because it's a different hood. So, but that's all on there. I took the hinges off, and I also took the latch mechanism out. I also kind of rigged up an exhaust system. Just got some 45-degree bends from AutoZone and an 18-inch piece. And these are the wrong size clamps, so it's just temporary, but it works. And got one side coming off, and that goes just to the muffler, and that goes right in between the frame and the cross member, so it fits in there nice. And then I got the other one, the pipe puts the second muffler just past this first one so they don't hit each other, and it all tucks in there pretty nicely. So I think if I get the right size clamps and then get some actual proper hangers, it'll all work out. Also got the fire extinguisher mounted. Just can't really see, but it just bolts in through the bottom. It bolts to the dash, and this fire extinguisher mount was for I think it's a 5-pound. It's for the bigger size fire extinguisher, because the only one that they had for these smaller ones was a plastic one. So I got the bigger one, and then I cut the strap off and rebent it and shortened it so it works on the small fire extinguisher now. So I did that, and I also got the rest of the switches kind of installed. Got the high beam switch plugged in so my headlights work. Tested those a while ago. I also got the light inside this oil pressure gauge hooked up. That works. And I think that's about it. Put a radio in here temporarily, just while it's a street car. But yeah, I definitely didn't cut anything. I hate when people cut up cars for radios, because it's such a pain in the butt to fix it. So don't cut holes in your car for speakers. It's bad. Anyways, did that. That's about it. I pulled that bath mat carpeting stuff out of here, because that was just temporary while I was wiring under the dash, and cleaned everything up. And I'm probably going to pull the seats back out and paint the whole floor, paint it all black. But that's what's going on right now. Just got to fix that transmission, put that back in, and then it'll at least move. And then I just got to fix the rear brakes. I think I figured out what the problem is, but still got to look into that.